working out. How long can I wear these shorts before I have to wash them?
What, do you smell something?
Do I smell something? What am I, hard of smelling? Of course I smell something.
What is it?
Wear it once, wear it twice, one it 3 times. And what prompted the question to myself?
You start to smell them a little bit?
Not smell, they're a little dirty.
What do you mean by dirty?
It's B.O. The valet must have had B.O.
Can't be. Nobody has B.O. like this.
Jerry, it's B.O.
But the whole car smells.
Like some sweat stains or other types of stains?
I don't know what that is.
Because the other type of stains, probably, throw them in there.
Well, that's only with the whites. The whites are definitely 2. And you have to look at the backside to be like, all right, yeah.
So when somebody has B.O., the O usually stays with the B. Once the B leaves, the O goes with it.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamora. Here's Jen Latta.
Running her mouth, she wants to ride, she's trying to hide it. I'm cool as ever, she's too excited. Her man look like he wanna fight, he ain't doing nothing but running his mouth. Talk about it, we all about it. They making plans, we sit and count. Our chairs stacked just like a mountain. You heard about it, she running.
Surprise, surprise, surprise. Micah Parsons still the topic of the day, at least on the television above me. Could Micah Parsons end up being traded? Micah Parsons and the Cowboys remain at contract extension impasse. Micah Parsons traveling yesterday. Man, did I have flashbacks to 2008. People were tracking a flight yesterday, Gabe. People were tracking a flight from Dallas to Green Bay, thinking that perhaps there was some representative. Maybe, Mike obviously was seen at the airport yesterday, but this was private plane, so this was like...
Well... My friend knows Micah Parsons' barber, Josh, and he said he's not coming. Okay?
Is this your Ferris Bueller attempt?
Yeah.
Well, Micah being at the airport yesterday just kind of reminds me of when George lied about having a house in the Hamptons in Seinfeld.
Take it all the way.
And they took it all the way to when George drove out to an empty lot in the Hamptons.
Yeah.
Where Mike is like, oh, no, my back's really hurt, guys. My back's really hurt. Oh, you don't believe? I'll get a second opinion. I swear I'll get a second opinion. And now he's in the airport flying to God knows where.
That's why
to
you
get
always
a second opinion.
You always go with the hamstring. Always.
Why?
Because you can't track it. What are you going to do? All right.
Are you telling me you can't get an MRI on your hamstring?
What's it going to show?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the doctor.
Like I had an Achilles. Wasn't really swollen, but it hurt like a mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Back? Yeah, back you can kind of.
Yeah, but I feel like the back's the same. Well, I don't know. Back's the same thing. Can't you just like it's tight?
Posturing for not playing. That's all it is.
So as people continue discussing Micah Parsons, Green Bay Packers, there is another conspiracy theory. And actually, there might be some truth to this one, right? Like people are throwing spaghetti against the wall, trying to figure out exactly, are the Packers interested? I would argue that the answer, as Gabe has alluded to, is yes. Who wouldn't be? Are the Packers interested in acquiring Micah Parsons? Yes, probably. Brian Gutekunst yesterday talking about impact players and how you can build your roster and help your roster and all of that stuff. So, yes, it sounds like...
a little more open than I was anticipating on that question yesterday,
I know,
right?
A little more transparent than the Goody we're used to. So, Justice Mosqueda, who is a fantastic reporter for the Green Bay Packers, has a theory, and I actually think this has some merit, guys. So, Gabe, I'm going to have you break down the theory X-Files style. What are we following here? What is the board with the pictures and the red string and thumbtacks look like according to Justice?
Chewy, right when you got to Green Bay, what was the threat that every general manager would make to a player if they were acting up?
Gonna send you to Green Bay.
Gonna send you to Siberia, a.k.a. Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
So it starts kind of around there of Jerry threatening, if you aren't going to shape up, if you're not going to accept my contract offer, I'll ship you to Siberia, which, again, in the 90s was more about, or in 80s into the early 90s, before your era changed things in Green Bay, was about, hey, team's in the middle of nowhere and they stink. Well, now it's just in the middle of nowhere. And Micah Parsons is somebody who has his own podcast. He's going to Dubai on vacation. He likes to go out and do things. Nightlife seems to be of somewhat importance to him. So, according to this, with Justice, okay, send you to Siberia. Oh, fine, I'll send you to Green Bay. And David Mugoletta, who is the agent for Micah Parsons, also represents Jordan Love. Then, okay, if that's the threat, in different conversations he has with Brian Gutekunst, whether it's about one of his players, whether it's about Jordan Love, kind of fishes and gets a number out of Goody. Hey, what if my guy actually became available, what would you be willing to pay? Again,
How do you have that conversation? Is it like, let's say I have a pass rusher, I don't know, his name is Micah Parsons. Like, how do you have that conversation without tampering?
well, I mean, tampering happens.
Yeah, you just tamper.
You just tamper.
Flat out
You just tamper. Like Chewy has told plenty of stories. Tampering happens, people.
Yes.
All right, but you just give yourself a plausible, like, oh, why were you talking to Brian Gutekunst? Oh, because I was checking in on Jordan Love. Like, nobody's recording the conversation. Nobody knows what actually happens in that conversation. You have to give yourself plausible deniability in order to avoid the tampering charge from the NFL. So he gets the number of the $45 million, and now that's the one that gets floated out there on the internet. Hey, we think we can get this, and that's what the agent goes back to Jerry Jones with. Okay, this is the deal you want? Well, fine, trade us to Green Bay. We think we can get $45 million, and they're ready to reset the pass rusher market for our guy. And it just kind of ends up being a stubborn off, right? Like these two sides don't want to budge, and they keep staring each other in the face, trying to figure out what the next step forward is.
But here's the problem for Jerry Jones, all right? Dallas is already on the books as having the worst NFL trade ever. The Herschel Walker trade, right?
Is it the worst ever, though? Because, again,
it is the worst ever.
It was for
Minnesota.
Didn't it sort of bolster the Cowboys into the era of...
It's the worst. It's the worst trade ever because Minnesota gave up and then jump-started the Cowboys dynasty.
I think you can say...
The Cowboys were on the winning side of that one.
I think you can say Ricky Williams was probably the worst trade in
That's
NFL
fair.
history.
You know what? That's
That was
fair.
the dumbest trade.
That was...
But Jerry Jones, and I was thinking, I'm like, having that hang over your head, I don't think it's unrealistic that Jerry Jones would say, all right, 4 first-round picks, which you would never do.
I agree. Goody would never do.
You would never do.
I mean, I would, but Goody would not.
But if this thing to just say it happens, Dallas has to win, and Dallas has to win big time. Okay? You're not going to go, oh, a second, 2 seconds, a 6, and Lucas Van Ness. That ain't happening.
Jerry has to think he wins.
Yes.
It's not a public opinion, oh, the Cowboys came out way. It just matters to one person, Chew. Doesn't matter.
Well, to be fair, there is correlation there. I mean, Jerry's got his head all over everything. If the public thinks that the Cowboys won, it's likely to skew Jerry's perception of the deal as well.
Sure, but they're not going to be privy to the details until the trade actually happens.
Has to be more than Micah Parsons being upset over the agent thing. That's ridiculous. Micah Parsons has to say, I want out. They can't win a Super Bowl here. I'm young enough. Get me out of here. There's no way it's just the agent thing because you can get past that so easily.
I'm
hey,
guessing
you offended my agent. Hey, I'm sorry. Here's another $1 million.
But he still has not engaged with the agent. That's the other thing. If Jerry Jones had been like, you know what, you're right. I'm old school. I thought you and I could get this deal done. I didn't need to involve David Mulugheta. Then I would have done so. But now I see that I need to get with the times. I need to update my strategy and how we negotiate. Bring him in. We'll have the conversation. But he hasn't.
But the crazy thing is, Micah Parsons, out of all the defensive ends, Crosby, Hendrickson, who am I missing? Watt.
Myles Garrett.
This guy deserves it the most.
He's the youngest.
He deserves it the most. Because most GMs would say, hey, you're going into your 5th-year option. Let's get this thing done and sign you up for it. Am I right?
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing.
Well, I think there's also a part of this that could be when they negotiated this deal, Jerry had offered him the highest non-paid quarterback salary. And Jerry seems to be, at least based on what he's saying, oh, this is, I offered him to be the highest paid player. We negotiated the deal. The deal's done in my mind. That could have happened early enough this offseason where the number that he thinks they negotiated is no longer the highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL. Because a couple of guys have signed some contracts pretty recently.
He's losing his mind, and he needs to step away.
That's quite possible, but again, they're stuck in this. They're stuck in this standoff. So it just the belief seems to be that Parsons wants to be in Dallas and figure this out. Jones wants him in Dallas, so eventually they'll figure it out. But if Jones doesn't want to budge and actually pay Micah Parsons what he thinks he's worth, that's what opens up the door for a potential trade. Now, again, you're going to have to be uncomfortable with the return. What you're giving up for Micah Parsons, like Chewy said. You're going to have to be uncomfortable with it.
Yeah.
That's the only way this deal gets done.
Where's the line? I'm saying Packer fans. Give up 3 but not give up 4?
I don't know. Because we put some of that stuff out on social media yesterday, and it was pretty. The mixed reaction was because I think on Wildy and Tausch yesterday, I said I'd give up 3 firsts and Rashawn Gary, and some people thought that was crazy. Some people thought that was right. So I think that 3 firsts plus whatever player is kind of the 50-50 mark. I think right now for Packer fans.
So 4 is way too much.
I'm guessing. More Packer fans would say that's insane.
4 is a lot.
Who has the most value in the league right now?
Patrick Mahomes.
You don't think Josh Allen?
No, because Patrick Mahomes is cheaper and on a longer deal.
All right, let's get to Brian Gutekunst. 4 firsts. 4 firsts. Let's get to Brian Gutekunst yesterday when he was asked sort of about in a roundabout way, because he cannot talk specifically about Micah Parsons, who is under contract with another team, what he thinks about the state of this year's Green Bay Packers roster.
Players make impact. There's no doubt. That's what you win and lose games because of players, right? These are the guys that do it. So certainly players make impact. I am not a huge believer that one player. You're never one player away, right? It's just I never believe that. But good players make impacts, and so anytime there's players of that caliber that you can acquire, you're trying to.
Now let me ask you this. Do you think Micah Parsons is that one player that bucks what Goody just said? He just said, you're never one good player away. And from what I heard you say yesterday, Gabe, it sort of feels like you think, actually, they could be if this is the player.
Goody cannot say out loud, oh, there are guys out there where you think, because if he says, oh, yeah, there are guys out there that that's the one player that makes us a whole team. And if he admits that, yes, we're one player away. If he says that out loud, he loses leverage. And in the very remote case that negotiations actually start happening for a Micah Parsons trade. So I think Goody just has to say.
So that being said,
yes,
you think he is a player that would make them one player away.
Correct. Yes.
It doesn't make him a lock.
No.
It probably moves them from contender to legitimate contender, where there's probably what?
But who is a lock in the NFL? Nobody.
Well,
outside of the Chiefs.
All right, you tell me if this is a legitimate contender or just a contender. All right. Hold on. Scrolling.
Here we go.
The Eagles.
Yeah.
Legitimate?
Yeah.
Well,
Washington.
They just won.
What's that?
I said they just won. Of
Yeah,
course.
of
they
course
won.
they
I'm just saying, Washington.
No.
No.
I have to set context here. Don't you know anything about radio? That was good.
That's good, Pop.
Yeah.
Get after the producer.
Ravens.
Josh doesn't know
Ravens.
ball. Ravens are legit.
Yeah.
Legitimate. Detroit.
Legit.
Green Bay.
They're contenders.
Minnesota.
A step below Green Bay.
That's probably it as far as legits, right? Oh, Kansas
In the
City.
NFC. If you go to the AFC.
Kansas City.
You
Kansas
said
City,
Ravens
Buffalo.
before, so
Yeah, I
yes.
know. And then Buffalo. So there's probably 5, right?
Yeah.
So Parsons would move them into that group.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what. In fact, when this first came up, that's what I said. I said top 3. I don't think it makes them 1 or 2, but I would say 3. I can make an argument for 3 if Micah Parsons is on that defense.
Yeah, they're in that group of.
I don't know if there's real value quibbling between that top tier.
5, 4, 3,
Right, it's-
2.
Yeah.
You would.
They're all
yeah,
just
yeah,
kind of.
you're
They're all
in it.
kind of.
Yeah,
You would be
correct,
amongst
you're
the
in it.
elites.
Because then you
the
lump in
NFL.
injuries and stuff,
Right.
and
Yeah.
who the hell knows what happens.
All right, reaction rolling in on the Carbos Talking text line already this morning, and I think it is a worthy conversation. I am very intrigued by this conspiracy theory that Justice put out there. And by saying conspiracy theory, I'm not trying to knock it at all. I think it's a really thoughtful idea of what has actually taken place here and why we are in the situation we are in, where Green Bay is being mentioned alongside Micah Parsons. Stacy in the 414 says, can y'all please stop winging it, thinking Parsons will end up in Green Bay? Goody's not giving up the farm or the future for this dude. This is like y'all believing the Bucs have a chance with this roster to win the East. Find a realistic topic to discuss, please. Dave from Aaron says, yeah, 3 first-round picks and Gary, even a 5th to sweeten the pot for a generational talent that will boost your defense to top 3 likely. Meanwhile, Jay says getting Parsons doesn't make Jordan Love any better. It doesn't make the receivers catch the ball. It doesn't make the offense go any better. It just makes the defense better. Am I wrong?
What?
No, they're going to play them both ways. I mean,
but having a good defense, Chewy, you know this. Having a really good defense helps the offense.
Our defense in 96 was better than our offense. If you watch the Super Bowl, you sit there and go, wow, they're good. Yeah.
Yeah, and the dirty little secret that we've all sort of missed as Patrick Mahomes has started his domination, his defenses are really damn good.
That's been a defense-first team.
The Eagles, how about them? Pretty good defense? Help you win.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
So I'll just leave this this topic here with this from Justice. After multiple conversations with people this week, this is my belief on the situation. Do I think Parsons and Jones ultimately get an extension done in Dallas? I still think it's highly likely. But I've been told that both the Cowboys and Packers have spent more time contemplating inside their organizations what a trade would look like in recent days.
Who have you been told by?
They're called sources.
I know, but who said that? Oh, I thought it was a caller.
No, Justice.
No, that's
Justice, the reporter that we're basing the whole conversation off of.
All the way back at the beginning.
What about Tricky Ricky? Where's he at today? Huh? Did he weigh in yet?
Ricky has just thrown it out and let the internet take it.
Chew it up. Can we get to the first damn game for crying out loud? Jeez, I'm crow. Everyone's an expert.
We have Jason Wilde coming up next on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Stick around.
Is your business ready to take the next step at Fifth Third Commercial Bank, Wisconsin? Our team of local, experienced advisors is here to propel you forward. We understand your needs and offer in-depth expertise, cutting-edge technology, and tailored solutions to streamline your cash collections, automate payments, and safeguard your assets with top-notch fraud mitigation tools. Contact Fifth Third in downtown Milwaukee today. Let's eliminate the non-value ad work so you can focus on what truly matters most. Growing your business. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Everything seems to be looking pretty good on east and westbound 94. Maybe eastbound a little bit of a backup right past 68th Street, but nothing major on that roadway. We do have a crash, though, on 41 southbound. Technically, it's on the Watertown Plank Road off-ramp from 41 southbound, so heads up with that. Our usual delays from just before Appleton Avenue down past Capitol Drive still in effect. Northbound seeing some delays as well, coming up from Mayfair Road all the way up to about Hampton. 43 north and southbound's been nice and clear, though. Traffic is brought to you by Comfort Awnings. Extend your outdoor space with a retractable awning or screen like I did with my friends at Comfort Awnings. Custom designed to fit your home. Get your free estimate at comfortawnings.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, a slight chance for showers, breezy, cooler, a high of 71. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 55. Lake Lawn Resort offers everything you need, from lakeside rooms to gourmet dining and a luxurious spa. Relax, recharge, and enjoy the best of Delavan. Book your stay now at lakelawnresort.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
On this show, it's always football season.
Is Aaron Banks' back issues, is that something more significant than we have been led to believe, or is it just a veteran player resting up for the start of the season?
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
The whole soft bed deal out in Indy, and guys' backs, Elton and Kenny, both returned back to practice. He hasn't. If he's not practicing by the middle of next week.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit lakelandsupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
Escape to Lake Lawn Resort in Delavan, Wisconsin, where everything is better at the lake. Dive into endless outdoor activities, including boating, fishing, and paddleboarding on the serene Delavan Lake. Tee off at the lakeside Majestic Oaks Golf Course, or unwind in the award-winning Calidora Spa. Enjoy gourmet meals at 1878 on the lake, casual bites at the Lookout Bar and Eatery, and sweet treats at the Isle of Capri Cafe. Explore Delavan Lake's stunning shores and historic landmarks from the comfort of their 76-foot cruise boat, the Lake Lawn Queen. Book your stay today at LakeLawnResort.com.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Listen up, gentlemen. You're fighting an unfair battle. Studies show testosterone levels in men have plummeted by 25% in just 2 decades. That's why you're struggling with energy, muscle, and drive. But here's a game changer. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments boost testosterone by 30% on average. Imagine reclaiming the vitality your grandfathers had. Picture turning heads, dominating your career, and feeling unstoppable again. Don't settle for today's normal. Seize the day at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Ready, down, put. All Packers, all the time.
He was a field-tilting player, and the reason why Gabe and many others are so concerned is that this guy's on the field, he changes the offensive dynamic. They are a different offense when he is there.
Okay, most of the time.
You know, Homer calls Matt LaFleur soft all the time. Matt LaFleur is like Vince Lombardi compared to me.
It's Jason Wilde on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, brought to you by Exterior Pros. Ready to tackle your home improvement project this year? Exterior Pros and Baths is here to help you score big with quality home exterior and shower upgrades. Visit extpros.com. Also brought to you by Lakeland Supply. Lakeland Supply is in business to make your business better. Set up a free packaging and supply chain assessment at lakelandsupply.com.
Always feel very fortunate to get the insight from our friend and teammate Jason Wilde. Good morning, Jason. How are you doing today?
Well, I always feel very fortunate to talk to you guys.
Well, it's very nice of you to say.
Bubbly.
Well, I'm bubbly. I'm very bubbly. The word a lot of people use to describe me, bubbly.
Well, is bubbly like dainty? Is that one of those words that, like, it's fine. You can describe someone as bubbly, but it's not.
Woke up, good mood.
All right.
Maybe a little.
I think of maybe got a little lucky. Bubbly, I think cheerleader. I think like a bubbly, like, let's go team. Okay, anyway.
Sitting with the dogs, talking to my favorite people. What more could make a guy bubbly than that?
Maybe the information about Jaden Reed not having a Jones fracture in his foot, which you revealed yesterday. How concerned should Packers fans be about this, Jason?
Well, you know me. I'm concerned.
Yeah, me too.
That doesn't sound like something that you should play through.
That's what I said.
But he's going to. And look, the pinky toe, which is not to be confused with the COVID toe that Aaron Rodgers enjoyed the debate about when he put up his foot in front of the camera and everything. Look, foot injuries are painful. Chewy, you had that plantar fasciitis.
Yeah.
You never had but this could be worse, right? That the dreaded Liz Frank injury is the one that's the really, really bad one. That's a fracture on the top of your foot. I want to thank the Mayo Clinic and Cleveland Clinics for having all kinds of good information on the interwebs so I could learn about foot injuries last night a little more clearly. But look, the bottom line is that, he rested it for almost 3 weeks. That's not generally enough to have it completely heal. I don't know the severity of it. He really had no interest in talking about the specifics of his injury. And he is one tough hombre. Like, this guy has been banged up for most of his first 2 years. He's not the biggest dude on your roster, obviously. He takes some hits, and he plays through everything. Guy's missed one game. I mean, I would say that if he says he's going to play through this, and they're figuring out, I'm sure they're putting like inserts into his cleats and everything else. I'm going to take him at his word. And so, again, I don't think that's the best news that you want to hear about a guy who's led you in receptions and receiving yardage each of his first 2 seasons on your team. But, I think that if they can be smart about it, and he's certainly a tough guy, that they can figure out a way for him to play through it.
Jason, does Jordan still have a bandage or a orthoplast cast on his thumb, or is that gone?
I'm sorry, an orthoplast?
That's the plastic that you mold.
Is that a word?
It's kind of casty. It kind of moves a little bit. A lot of guys wore them on their thumbs because your thumbs get beat up a little bit. It's kind of like a pseudo cast. Does he have anything on his hand?
He does. Yes.
Okay.
Maybe it's I never heard that term. So
Orthoplast?
Thank you for educating me today. Yeah.
Dr. Chimura, here to serve you.
And you know what, Jason? Back in the day, we kind of did it ourselves.
Oh, jeez.
You'd stick it in the hydroculator.
Well, that seems like a great idea.
How do you think he got his doctorate?
Yeah, you and my dad with the popsicle sticks over here.
Oh, we used to use those too.
Yeah, I know.
But is this going to be a lingering thing, Jason, or?
No, I think the whole idea was to have the surgery so it wouldn't be a lingering thing, right?
Okay.
I mean, he basically, and as Jordan told us, look, your options were don't do the surgery and play through it. And he said had this happened in week 3 of the season, he'd have just kept playing, right? They would have wrapped it, and off he goes. Instead, they felt like he had enough time to heal, and so they did the surgery. He really was basically had the stitches in for 10, 12 days, and then had them removed on Saturday. And he's going already. Now, again, we watched him yesterday. We're in that part of the season, my least favorite part of the season, where now we get booted before they start running any team stuff, which I hate. It was not productive for me back in the Holmgren era because I stood and watched practice from start to finish, so I didn't get anything done in the interim. But I had a better idea of what was going on, right? Like, go back to Reed for a second. Like, I watched him. Like, he ran routes and he did individual drills and all the other stuff. I don't know what he did in 11 on 11. I don't know what he looked like when he was doing it. I don't know how hard he went. And so in Love's case, he took snaps, both catching them from the shotgun, which he wasn't doing, right, when he still had the stitches in. He took snaps from under center from Melton Jenkins when they were doing some drill work, which he hadn't been doing. So those are all encouraging signs that they feel like, he can do those things. On the flip side, I did watch him on handoffs to the right. Chewy, again, I can't believe I'm saying Chewy, help me out here, but I'm going to. If it's a handoff to the right, you hand off with your left hand, right?
Yep.
He was handing off with his right hand.
Oh, that's
kind
weird.
of a weird angle.
Yeah.
So and I assume you don't want to continue that practice. By the time you get to September 7th, you would like him to be able to hand off with his left hand. But they're ramping him up toward, I suppose, doing that.
Yeah,
so,
that kind of screws up your play action game, Jason.
It does.
Yeah,
and but again, better than screwing up your thumb.
Yeah.
By
Fair.
catching on, Josh Jacobs' jersey in a handoff or something. So I would assume that this is the interim step, and then the next step would be, full-fledged snaps and normal handoffs.
Our conversations with the bubbly Jason Wilde brought to you by Lakeland Supply. They're in business to make your business better. Set up a free packaging and supply chain assessment at lakelandsupply.com. I want to go back to Jaden Reed. Are they expecting this to linger throughout the course of the season? Because I got to imagine playing with a fracture on your foot isn't the way that you heal a fracture on your foot, and then it's just going to linger. So it becomes a pain tolerance thing for him?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're not a doctor like Dr. Chmura, but that makes sense to me. I would agree. Yeah, again, I don't know. It is clearly his intention, and look, I'm sure he has huddled with the medical staff, which we all know Doc McKenzie and their whole crew over there. They are a conservative bunch. Dr. Anderson, who is the foot specialist that they had for so many years, who's like, it was amazing. Once they hired him on, like everyone who was anyone, whether they were in the NBA, the NFL, they were all coming to Green Bay, Wisconsin to have foot surgeries. Like, it was crazy. He is no longer with them. He is retired back in the Carolinas. But again, I don't think that this is a group that is usually inclined to say, yeah, sure, let's tape it up and go. So that is all I can speak to is that is Jaden Reed's intention. And whether or not that's a good idea or not, I think we can all agree it's probably pretty risky. But again, he did not want to get into any of the specifics of, how high the pain is, I think we all now know how he did it because, again, when I wrote the story and I learned how you generally suffer one of these injuries, that's exactly how he described it when we talked to him after the Jets game, when he magically appeared on the sideline in a boot. Like, that was the first we knew of it. Like, he didn't practice on Thursday, August 7th, and we were told it was a foot, but we had no idea of the severity of it. And then all of a sudden, the Jets game, there he is on the sideline in a boot. And so, again, I don't know how the pain management is. I don't know what the treatment is. But what I read from people that actually are doctors, unlike anybody on this panel, it's usually rest. And sometimes it's surgery. So right now that is not on the table, and it's a good thing that he plays so few snaps per Gabe Neitzel's stats and information, so he'll be limited in his workload.
Well, okay, so to limit him even further, though, and I know they re-signed McCole Hardman to the practice squad, Jason, but you can only elevate him 3 times throughout the course of the season. Mm-hmm. If Hardman's not on the roster, Reed makes the most sense as a punt returner. To protect him even further, is he going to return punts? If Hardman's not available, who's going to handle that job?
Yeah, it's a great question. This is the beauty of the practice squad options. And then, let's be honest, a lot of times injuries and ineffective play solve these problems for you, right? Like if you elevate McCole Hardman 3 times and you use up his elevations, which, by the way, I don't know how great of an option that is, right? Like he did struggle with the Jets game with his punt catching and decision making. Obviously, that was a little surprising given how long he's been doing it. But, the other alternative, like we watched kickoff return yesterday, they had Bo Melton back there. They had Keyshawn Nixon back there. They did not do punt return while we were allowed to watch practice. Maybe they'll do that today when they decide to hold practice during the show, much to my frustration. But the fact of the matter is if they have to use somebody else, they're going to have to use somebody else. And if they have to, ration his opportunities, then is punt return one of them? I mean, I have always been an advocate for the Mike Pryor, which that you put this sure-handed, balding white guy back there and just let him catch fair catches and then go. Just make sure you get possession, and the rest will take care of itself if your offense is as good as you want. So, again, I don't know if they're going to do that. I would assume Mike's in his 60s now, so he specifically is not available. But I would think that's, you have to be smart about it.
He works for the Colts, Jason. They'd have to trade for him.
Oh, well, maybe. Yeah. There you go. That'll be late season trade. We've acquired 62-year-old Mike Pryor.
Well, we're not getting Micah Parsons. We're bringing back Mike Pryor.
We're getting a different MP.
Yeah.
Jason, last thing for you before we let you go. Your biggest takeaway from hearing Goody yesterday. You talked about a lot of stuff. We were noting it seemed like he was more transparent about the impact player scenario that they are presented with currently than we were expecting. But what was your biggest takeaway?
I was thrilled with that. Somebody took a shot at me with their follow-up question about I'll be more direct in asking, and asked about Micah Parsons specifically, and he immediately said what we knew he was going to say. I can't talk about players on other teams. And then essentially reiterated things that he'd said in his answer to me in my long-winded question. But I thought it was great. Like, I thought I wanted to get his philosophy on it. I took some grief from people, but I don't really care because let's not forget, it's important to remember, at the end of training camp in 2018, in Goody's first year as the general manager, they made a competitive offer for Khalil Mack to the Raiders. Now, he had 2 first-round picks in the 2019 draft, and he refused to give them both to the Raiders. That's what the Raiders wanted. The Bears ultimately gave up their 2019 and 2020 first-round picks, plus I think a 3rd and a 5th, and then they got a 2nd back. But Goody tried to get Khalil Mack for the Packers in 2018. So let's not pretend that he's unwilling to do something like this. And remember, Khalil Mack also required a new contract. It's the exact same scenario.
Mm-hmm.
And Khalil Mack got a $141 million deal, which looks like peanuts now, from the Bears in that as part of that trade. So, I've said this all along. I still think I can't imagine Jerry Jones, even with all the attention he craves, being this galactically stupid to trade this player in the middle of his prime. I mean, the guy's 26 years old. He's a 3-time All-Pro and a 4-time Pro Bowler. Why he has dinked around to this point, to piss him off to this point, is absolutely beyond me. But look, I don't think it's going to happen, but I don't think we should pretend that there's no way on earth that it happens. And I thought Goody was way more illuminating than I expected because, look, he had the opportunity. This is what I'll close with. He had the opportunity to answer those questions in a way that largely slammed the door, right? We feel really good about who we've got. We don't feel like we need to make those types of bold moves. We're always going to explore everything, but we feel really good about the guys on this team. And we have to consider all the aspects of those types of trades, and we feel like we're in a good spot. We believe in the guys we've got. That could have been his answer. That's not what he said.
Jason, good stuff. We appreciate the perspective. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Bye, Bubbles.
All right, guys. Take care. Peace. You're such a jerk. Take care. Be good.
Bubbly just transitioned to Bubbles. So
I'm trying to get him an endorsement deal.
With what?
Bubbly.
Like champagne?
No,
soap?
No.
The seltzer.
Oh. I don't know what bubbly seltzer is.
Do you know what LaCroix is?
Yes.
Bubbly's better.
He's
Sounds like you should get the endorsement deal.
He's partial to Bubbler, which is a different one.
Is that booze?
Is that the dating site?
That's Bumble.
That's Bumble.
I was close.
Okay, and again, once again, words, our Achilles heel here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Discover Proof Pizza at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. It's in the heart of Milwaukee's Theater District, a modern pizzeria that delivers Neapolitan-style pies, a bold grill menu, and old-school hospitality in a sleek, art-inspired setting. We went to Proof Pizza a few weekends ago. My kiddos loved it, and it was quick, too. You pick your toppings, they throw it in the oven, and they get to you real fast, and my kids had a blast at Proof Pizza. If you're craving a quick lunch downtown or a relaxed evening bite, Proof Pizza should be your go-to downtown destination. And here's a tip. If you mention my name, Jen Latta, you'll receive 10% off your order. I did it. A little weird mentioning my own name, but it worked. 10% off at Proof Pizza. Learn more at stkatearts.com. That's stkatearts.com.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
We do have an accident on the off-ramp from southbound 41 to Watertown Plank Road. That ramp right now is closed because of the accident, so keep that in mind. The delays on the main line, though, are mainly from Appleton Avenue all the way down past Capitol Drive. Northbound backing up from just past Watertown Plank Road all the way up to Capitol Drive. Eastbound 94, you're slowing down from Barker Road to Calhoun, and then back on the brakes from the Zoo interchange through the Stadium interchange. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all body repair needs. Fisco, Fisco, Fisco. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today. Slight chance for showers, breezy, cooler, a high of 71 tonight. Partly cloudy, a low of 55. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hard-working partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here, and the Pickler Menominee Falls is now open. Your home for pickleball. 9 premium indoor courts with unlimited play, leagues, tournaments, and clinics all included in your membership. Sign up today for open play spots or check out Learn to Play sessions and clinics. Members get 4 clinics a month included. Memberships start at just $119 a month. Check out all the options at thepickler.com. That's PICKLR.com. And I'll see you on the court.
It's ESPN Wisconsin's Gabe Neitzel for Events by Design. Events like appreciation parties and retreats can go a long way towards boosting morale and retaining top talent. Events by Design is your go-to creative partner for employee events that truly make an impact. They help leaders retain top talent by making their people feel seen, valued, and celebrated. The creative team at Events by Design does all the planning and production, making sure things not only look great, but also work. Make a smart investment in your culture today. Search online, Events by Design. They design, you party.
Summer is here, and your taste buds deserve the best. Carbless is perfect for the pool, the lake, or hanging out by the fire. Full of flavor with 0 sugars, only 100 calories, and made with premium spirits. Don't just settle for something overly carbonated and those flavorless seltzers. Carbless has full flavor with every sip, not just a hint. So when you're ready to take a drink and ready to chill, Carbless is clean, crisp, and won't leave you feeling bloated. Find your bliss today at drinkcarbless.com.
I had nightmares at my birth mom's house. It was really scary living there. There were always drugs in the house. The police came, and that's when I was placed into foster care.
Right now in the U.S., more than 100,000 children, like Ariana, are waiting for a family.
Once I was adopted, I definitely felt safe.
Help the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption find permanent homes for children in foster care. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
What's the one thing you say almost weekly here on the show?
Less eat.
Try again.
I don't know.
What's the one thing you've got?
Big boobs.
You've got time.
Oh, time.
You've got time.
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
We got there.
I needed a few more hints.
Yeah. You put you in a... That's Dave's fault.
On 94.5 ESPN.
You know what I say. Happy wife, happy life. And that usually means a visit to my guy Dino, the dancing machino, at the Jewelry Center. Earrings, custom jewelry, and repair services. The Jewelry Center does it all, including top-of-the-line engagement rings. And when that day comes for my 4 boys to take the next step in their lives, you can bet they'll be heading over to Dino at the Jewelry Center for their engagement rings. The Jewelry Center offers great deals on selections on both lab-grown and naturally mined diamonds for rings. Plus, you always hear about how Gabe went to the Jewelry Center, had a great experience with the Jewelry Center specialist, to pick out that perfect ring. Stop into one of their 3 locations, Brookfield, Greenfield, Burlington today, or check out the full inventory online at shoptjc.com.
Great to have Jason Wilde join the program just a few moments ago. If you missed any of that conversation, of course, you can find it on the all-new ESPN Wisconsin app. He also has a new article out at Channel 3000 about your guy, Jayden Reed, and his foot injury, which Jason reveals is a Jones fracture. I had to do a little Google machine this morning as well because I was unfamiliar with Jones fracture. And it does say that you don't always need surgery. In fact, most people don't need surgery. If it lingers, if it gets worse, obviously you have to go that route. But it does make me nervous, guys. It makes me nervous that Jayden Reed is dealing with this to start the season. It makes me nervous that he is trying to push through. I appreciate, certainly, the warrior mentality. I love a guy who's like, nah, it's not that bad. It's a pain tolerance thing. It's fine. I can handle it. I want to be out there for my guys. But on the off chance, Gabe, that somebody steps on him or that just the wear and tear of the first few weeks makes it worse, if we're talking about surgery for Jayden Reed in a few weeks, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah, I'm guessing that most people don't need surgery. Most people aren't running routes at a high speed on an NFL field.
I wonder how he did it. Did he get stepped on? Was it just, like you said, wear and tear? Because, back in the day when it came to healing a bone, and they used to say take more calcium and stuff. How long has it been? 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
I mean, I wouldn't think 3 weeks is okay.
Yeah, and if it's a pain tolerance, I'm guessing if he's met with the doctors, they're like, yeah, I don't think you can make it worse just by running on it. Obviously, again, if you get a lineman stepping on it, I can't imagine that's going to be good for it.
Yeah.
I'm with Jen. But at the same time, it's just, okay, what do you do if you're Jayden Reed? Like, do you get the surgery now and now you're out for 10 weeks? Do you just kind of hope, all right, hopefully I don't need surgery and I can play through this, but then you need surgery in week 4 and then you miss 10 weeks in the middle of the season?
As a player, I think you roll the dice.
And I think that's what he's doing.
But I can tell you what I'm not doing. Not having him return punts, because that's kind of scrummy. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying for the whole season. I'm just saying, all right, let that thing heal a little bit, give it another 4 months, and then maybe he can do it middle of the season to the back end, but certainly not putting him at risk right out of the gate.
Well, I can't imagine, again, you're the doctor, you tell me. If he's running routes on something that's broken, how is that going to heal it? Like, how is it going to heal throughout the course of the season? I just imagine it's going to kind of stay where it's at right now. If
best case scenario.
Because otherwise, again, if the prescription is rest, I guess they've got an early buy so he can get a couple of weeks then. But other than that, he's going to be going. And I get wanting to play, especially the 2 teams they have to play right out of the gates. So again, and I'm with Jen, I respect the hell out of it. It is a gamble.
I'd like to see him run full speed, because when I tore my plantar fascia, they made a carbon fiber orthotic for me. Now, you guys know carbon fiber.
Yep.
You cannot. That doesn't move. Carbon fiber does not move, so I kind of...
Did you make it yourself, too?
No, I didn't do that one.
In the garage.
I could have, but...
if that's the case, will you make me a bike?
Sure.
Make me a bicycle clown.
But I ran, like, you ever tie a sock around a dog's leg? Doesn't hurt him, but it's just like, that's what I look like. I'm like... What I'm trying to say is it didn't look natural.
I famously don't even like my dog, and I've never done that. So I'm a little concerned about what prompted you to do that and then be able to use it as an example.
It's a balloon and a cat's tail. We did it all.
Things of that nature.
Yeah.
Moving on.
But I'm sure he has some kind of protection there. I don't know if it's a carbon fiber insert, but probably some kind of orthotic. But like you said, you don't know. You get stepped on.
That's my biggest concern.
You get stepped on. And
well, because he's a slot guy. He's going to be running stuff over the middle of the field where there's a little bit of traffic and legs can get tangled up. And I mean, I can't imagine they're giving him the ball on a jet sweep at this point.
Are you worried at all about it affecting his speed, right? And again, we had talked about Jayden Reed, and one of the issues was in man coverage and sort of getting jammed sometimes. Like, are you worried about...
Not so much his speed, straight line speed. It's more putting it in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Where you got to really...
So do you limit his routes? If he's got, which foot is it, right or left? I got to look.
It is his right foot.
Right foot. So if he's putting that right foot in the ground to make the plant, to make the, to make that turn, does that limit his route running? Are you only putting him the other way? So he's only.
I guess he just got to see how you feel. I mean, if he's playing without pain, he's just got to get his feet back under him because he hasn't practiced in a while. But it's just.
I guess I'm just surprised that he practiced yesterday. I guess the thought is, what did he gain from being out there yesterday that another day of rest wouldn't have been, wouldn't have been better?
Yeah, I don't know. And I'm sure they're running it by him. They probably asked him, do you want to get surgery? I don't think you need surgery, but do you want to get surgery? He probably said, no, I'll roll the dice.
Well, and I wonder also, and again, this is hypothetical, I have no way of knowing this, but Jordan Love decided not to get surgery, and he's the leader on the team, and he's been dealing with an injury.
Well, he did get surgery.
Oh, he got surgery, right. He got surgery. It was, if it had been during the season, he would have been out for some time.
Yeah, he would have had to play through it.
Yes, if it happened during the season, because the surgery required him to be out 2 to 3 weeks. So, hey, just get it now during the preseason. That way it's not going to linger. If it happened in week 4 of the season, he wouldn't have had the surgery because he wouldn't have missed
Because it's his offhand.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, if it was his throwing hand, that's a different situation. But, I mean, if I was in Reed's case, I would have done the same thing. I would have said, let's roll the dice, see what happens. Because 10 weeks is...
That's the typical recovery time if you have surgery on this type of injury.
That's a long time. That's a long time. So they'll monitor it. They'll see how he's feeling. The only thing I'm worried about is, like you guys said, something crazy happening, which happens, So
800-990-3776. What is your concern level for Jaden Reed's foot injury? We've obviously all seen the videos of him wearing the boot. We knew that he was dealing with something. Jason revealing in his article on channel3000.com that it is a Jones fracture. And oftentimes those don't require surgery. But seeing him out there practicing, there's a part of me that thinks maybe another week of rest gets you closer to 100% when the season starts. Obviously, he's got to trust his body. He's got to trust the medical staff, and they're going to do what's in his best interest. But it does make me nervous because I believe they will be relying on him for production pretty early.
And it's like, to Jen's point, it's not like he was 100% because he said himself after practice, I'm working through it. I didn't feel 100%, but it felt great to be out there. I'll tell you that.
Take a break here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Roll on right after this. Still going to get to those Milwaukee Brewers and the moves that they were forced to make with their pitching staff. We'll talk about that as the show rolls on. We've enjoyed having Professional Construction Inc. help us with our home projects. Dario and I can handle some things, but we're not the most handy when it comes to the big projects. And that's why we call our friends at PCI. If it's a remodeling project, a home addition, or maybe you're thinking about building a new house, the PCI team is here for you. They operate a family-owned company, and they believe in building relationships. Heck, Mike and Michelle come over, and they look at the stuff that we've got going on, and they tell us how they can handle it, and then they take care of it with exquisite work. They've been in the business for more than 20 years, and that doesn't happen by accident. Learn more about PCI and see their work at professionalconstructioninc.com. That's professionalconstructioninc.com.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN. Brew Crew Tuesdays are back September 9th.
Churio sends it deep to left, and there she goes!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Texas Rangers.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Construction Business Group. Tune in September 9th at 7:05 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Pull up to Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee and shoot your shot at big wins for Sweet Ticket September. Play with your rewards card for entries. Score triple on Drawing Thursday. Win slam dunk prizes like cash, reward plate, and tickets to see the Milwaukee Bucks in action. Sweet Ticket September. You ready for this? Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
These days, it feels like there's advice for everything. Cold plunges, gratitude journals, screen detoxes. But how do you know what actually works for you? Using trusted resources and talking to live therapists can help you break through the noise. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off the first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
It's Debbie Lazaga for Comfort Awnings. This summer, I'm getting relief from the hot sun whenever I need it with my motorized retractable awning from Comfort Awnings. Sensors are also available that detect strong winds and rain to extend or retract your awning. They even protect against UV radiation so you can safely enjoy the outdoors all summer long. Family owned and located in Burlington, Comfort Awnings expertly installs custom awnings that fit your home and style. Right now, you can receive $200 off all awnings and screens. Call 414-AWNINGS or visit comfortawnings.com.
Escape to Lake Lawn Resort in Delavan, Wisconsin, where everything is better at the lake. Dive into endless outdoor activities, including boating, fishing, and paddleboarding on the serene Delavan Lake. Tee off at the lakeside Majestic Oaks Golf Course, or unwind in the award-winning Calidora Spa. Enjoy gourmet meals at 1878 on the lake, casual bites at the Lookout Bar and Eatery, and sweet treats at the Isle of Capri Cafe. Explore Delavan Lake's stunning shores and historic landmarks from the comfort of their 76-foot cruise boat, the Lake Lawn Queen. Book your stay today at LakeLawnResort.com.
Your fantasy draft is here. The Smack Talk is starting, and this season, ESPN Bet is giving you more ways to ride with your squad. Introducing ESPN Bet Fan Center, where you can instantly link and bet on your fantasy teams right in the ESPN Bet app. An enhanced sports betting experience only from ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. Download the app today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Home practice is about to begin. Your daughter's new tap shoes? Loud. Your son's new tuba? Louder. But you got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with $50 overdraft Greystone. So if you lose track of expenses buying some noise-canceling and sanity-saving headphones, we've got your back. You got this with $50 overdraft Greystone from Associated Bank. See AssociatedBank.com/checking or ask a banker for details. Member FDIC.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
What operating system does a Chewy computer run on?
I believe it's a Cat 14.
It's a COS. It's a Chewy operating system.
I was thinking Windows 98.
Yeah, very similar.
It's dial-up. Let me get my modem.
Chewy.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Have you tried the new Ragu frozen pizza yet? If you haven't, head on down to the new Woodman's in Racine. Try them all. Ragu frozen pizzas right now on sale at the Woodman's in Racine. 2 for $8. Try out the cheese, combination, pepperoni, and supreme. Enjoy these pizzeria-inspired crusts topped with Ragu-inspired sauces and your favorite family-pleasing toppings. It's Italian heritage and a convenient family-favorite food at an affordable price. Right now, just 2 for $8 sale. That is good at all Woodman's locations, so you can try out that all-new Ragu frozen pizza.
Before we kick off the second hour here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, did you guys see that Bill Belichick's Bill Belichick's company has filed a trademark for the term gold digger?
I did see that.
Gold digger?
Aren't they going, isn't this going to be like a jewelry line or something?
Whatever it is, isn't it a little too on the nose? Or are you like, no, I actually like that they are taking what everybody is saying about her and then like trying to profit off of it?
Is he
if they had started a company with a relative normal name, it's not getting any attention.
That's a very good point.
But now it's getting attention and people are going to see it. People are going to see, I mean, maybe it's crap jewelry. I have no idea.
Do we really think this gold digger, the Bill Belichick outfit for jewelry is going to be a smash success?
Just so you your little grumble under your breath before you made your point was amazing.
It's just, I will say, the game on Monday night with UNC, I am going to be locked in. I have no interest in UNC, but the fascination around, like, is she going to be on the sidelines? She might be. I don't know.
Or in the box.
Like, there's going to be cuts to her.
I was about to say, what if she has a headset on and she's up in one of the
If she has a headset, the world is ending. Because in what world would Bill Belichick, right, czar, like emperor of football, be deferring in any way to this young lady?
I don't think he calls the shots.
I think that's obvious.
I don't think he does. Oh, you want some tonight? Then I better have a damn headset on.
After that interview in which she was interjecting, the softball interview that he was granting, after that and the way that took place, anything could be happening.
This is so
she might
weird.
Be calling plays.
Because
I'm hoping she is. I'm hoping that they pan up and there she is. Like, that is what I'm hoping to see when I tune in on Monday.
Frankie Bag of Donuts played with him, or played for him, when he was with the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
And every time we'd see him, he'd come over. He was very stoic. Come see Frank. He was the D coordinator in '96 for the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
If there was one guy in the NFL that I would have said through my playing years, this would never happen, it would be him. So what is he not destroying, but hurting his legacy? Are people going, it's more Brady than this nut job?
Let me ask you a question. Take away the relationship. If he goes to Chapel Hill and they're El Stinko, does that hurt his reputation?
No. Not
really?
Not long term.
I think it hurts his future in coaching, certainly.
Oh, sure. But I mean,
but being one of the all-time greatest coaches isn't going anywhere.
Like, Lombardi went to Washington after he went to Green Bay. Nobody talks about that. Like, in the moment, everyone's, this is going to really hurt his legacy. 10 years down the line, no one's going to remember.
Well, and you have the built-in excuse of the difference between the NFL and college football, and how college football right now is, quote-unquote, the wild, wild west. And you've got all of these things that a coach has to manage that they never had to manage before. I think he will be absolved of any struggles just based on the culture of college football right now, if I'm being honest.
I guess well, no one talks about Saban going to Miami and being a flop, and it bothered me that he quit halfway through the season. That still rubs me wrong. Him and Petrino. That's just, you don't do that. And people don't hold that against him.
Nope. Nobody talks about that because he went to Alabama and had all that success. So it just becomes a footnote.
Would it surprise you to know that he still talks about it? But I'm saying because, again, people hold on to their failures, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, as much success as you have. I don't know.
Do people like that think they're typically ever wrong?
Oh, come on.
I'm not being critical. I'm saying when
that's how you achieve that success.
I would also say that a big reason why he is as successful as he is because he sees when he's wrong and he pivots quickly.
That's fair. I just think of those people as so ruthless and achievement forward and thinking of progress and getting better that, like, you don't even really think of that stuff. You're just such a singular focus on excellence, which is largely what it feels like Nick Saban's been. Same thing with Belichick. It's all about success at the highest level and excellence. And that's what they preach. They tell us all the time.
For what it's worth, the other things that they have filed trademarks for are Chapel Bill, Bellustrator, Trail of Salty Tears, which I don't have any. Trail of Salty Tears, is that a thing he said? Is that a... No Days Off, and the Belichick Way. We'll take a break here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Where's our gold digger music from? Actually, no, we don't. Actually, we don't subscribe to that gentleman anymore either. Hey, Brewers fans, want to hit up Potawatomi Sportsbook before a home game, but need a ride to the game? Hit 2 balls with 1 bat by hitching a ride on the Potawatomi Game Day Shuttle. Make any purchase in the sportsbook or same-day sports bet. You'll get a wristband and a seat on the shuttle. They begin approximately 1 hour before first pitch, and I cannot tell you guys, so easy to use, right? You got free parking down at Potawatomi. You go across, you make a bet in the sports book. They give you the wristband. This could not be easier to get a free ride to and from the ballpark. Shuttles return nonstop for an hour after the game. For more information, visit Potawatomi.com. Bet above the rest.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy continues next on 94.5 ESPN.
Watertown Plank Road's reopened from southbound 41, but we do still have delays from just south of Appleton Avenue down past Capitol. Northbound slowing from Watertown Plank Road up to about Hampton. Got a new accident, though. This one is on 94 eastbound, right about at Hawley Road. It's off on the right shoulder, so watch out for delays coming in from 84th Street past that scene. On the westbound side, backing up from 27th Street past the stadium. And then another accident. This one is on 894 heading northbound at National Avenue. That's off on the right shoulder. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, slight chance for showers, breezy, cooler, a high of 71 tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 55. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
This is Kevin Moret from Mentality. Every day is a silent competition, and with testosterone dropping 1% annually, you're fighting an uphill battle. Your colleagues notice when you lose your edge, your partner senses when your confidence wavers, and without addressing low T, you're set up to fail. No willpower can overcome this hormonal deficit. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments have shown a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Don't let low T define you. Reclaim your power at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Okay, gang, we have to talk about the all-new ESPN app. The most live sports, the best championship moments, and so much more. Monday Night Football, college football, NBA, WNBA, NHL, NWSL, college hoops, volleyball, softball, gymnastics, lacrosse, the list goes on and on. Plus, shows like SportsCenter with SVP, First Take with Stephen A., College Game Day, the entire 30 for 30 library. It is all of ESPN, all in one place. Sign up now.
Gabe Neitzel here. Catch Jen, Gabe, and Chewy mornings 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN, WKTI, and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station. Showtime. The right way to start your day. This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
In true Chewy fashion, right before we turn on our microphones, because when it comes to working out, how long can I wear these shorts before I have to wash them?
Wait, do you smell something?
Do I smell something? What am I, hard of smelling? Of course I smell something.
What is it?
Wear it once, wear it twice, wear it 3 times. And what prompted the question to myself?
You start to smell them a little bit?
Not smell, they're a little dirty.
What do you mean by dirty?
It's B.O. The valet must have had B.O.
Can't be. Nobody has B.O. like this.
Jerry, it's B.O.
But the whole car smells.
Like some sweat stains or other types of stains?
I don't know what that is.
Because the other type of stains, you probably, throw them in there.
Well, that's only with the whites. The whites are definitely 2. And you have to look at the backside to be like, all right, yeah.
So when somebody has B.O., the O usually stays with the B. Once the B leaves, the O goes with it.
This is Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios at the Avenue with Gabe Neitzel and Mark Chamorro. Here's Jen Latta.
Running her mouth, she wants to ride it, she's trying to hide it. I'm cool as ever, she's too excited. Her man look like he wanna fight, he ain't doing nothing but running.
Well, there goes my 6 games in August prediction. Brewers dropped their 7th game of the month, which again is still really, really good. Losing to the Diamondbacks last night 3-2 in a game where, before the game, we got some news about the health and state of the Brewers pitchers that was not good. Trevor McGill he's been having a fantastic season. We all saw him in the All-Star game, obviously transitioning from a middle reliever to the closer for the last few seasons. Very excited about what he has been doing for the Brewers. But now he will be out for at least the foreseeable future. Is it 15-day, I think I saw?
It's a 10-day IL.
10-day.
So it's a retroactive to the last time he pitched.
Oh, this says 15-day IL.
It's only 10 days.
Huh. How about MLB.com having 15?
It used to be 15. They switched it to 10.
Oh.
A number of years ago.
It says 15 on ESPN.
It's been 10. It's been 10 for a while.
All right, well, anyway, MLB.com says it's a 15-day IL with a right flexor strain. You also probably realized as you were watching the pregame show that Quinn Priester was supposed to make the start. They instead went to sort of a bullpen day with Aaron Ashby as the opener. And I don't want to panic, okay? I am very comfortable with the Brewers still being where they are, atop the NL Central. They've got a 6.5-game lead over the Cubs. But this is what we were afraid could happen with this behemoth of a month of August, right? We talked about 19 games in 18 days. We talked about how their schedule was much tougher than the aforementioned Cubs. And now the Brewers are having that issue where some of their guys are hurt. And they're needing to give them a rest, and they're needing to grab some guys and sort of, and I'm not saying this is unique. I know I was reading that this happens all the time, and even for the Brewers, it has happened all the time. But I do think that there is a little bit of, well, if they could survive this stretch and continue to play 500 baseball the rest of the way, it still feels like the Brewers are in a really good spot, right, Gabe?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they've got depth in their pitching. And, yeah, they go out and get Eric Fetty, who ended up pitching pretty well last night in his 4 1/3. So that's just what the Brewers do. Pick up guys that are going to be scrap heaped elsewhere, be able to get some productive innings out of them. Abner's going to be able to close out the 9th. They've got Koenig. Shelby Miller's been coming into his own, which is a huge, now that becomes an even bigger acquisition that you made at the trade deadline. They're getting healthier elsewhere. Jackson Chourio is going to be back soon. Reese Hoskins going to be going out on a rehab stint soon. They're going to be getting healthier on the offensive side, the pitching side. Yeah, it was going to be interesting in how you get through this type of stretch with no off days, but they're still in a really good spot. 6.5 game lead on the division, 6.5 lead over the, a 6-game lead over the top seed in the National League.
What about these next 2 series, though? They're playing the leaders in the East in Toronto and the leaders in the East in Philly.
Yeah.
Not so much just to see how they stack up.
No, you can't look at baseball like that. It's just different, man.
No?
I mean, yeah, it's just different. Because, again,
So it doesn't matter a month from now? It doesn't matter?
How you played in that? No. Do you think it matters that the Brewers went 6-0 against the Dodgers if they play the Dodgers in the NLCS?
So this isn't Green Bay playing Detroit week 13, 14.
No.
And going, okay.
Nope.
Wait, it matters a little, the 6-0, that you went 6-0 against them.
It matters. It matters in that you got 6 wins and no losses in your record, but I don't think the 6-0 matters in the slightest if they play in the NLCS.
If they don't look good against...
Other than it's home.
If they don't look good against Philly, you're not concerned? Because there's a good chance that they're going to face them again.
I think you also have the built-in excuse, to steal a phrase from last segment, of they're not that healthy right now. I mean, this quote from Pat Murphy that I dropped into our show sheet, Pat Murphy noted that of the 26 players active for Milwaukee, only 9 were on the opening day roster. Of those 9, only 8 were active since Uribe is serving a suspension. That is wild.
Yeah.
When you think about building a roster, and I understand it's a long season, and I still think that they could shorten the season and make it just as enjoyable for the fan bases across the country, but I digress. That's crazy to me that you have that much turnover at this point. Is the hope that, these guys who you just mentioned are all healthy as we enter the final month of the season? Of course. But it is also a testament to, a feather in the cap of the Milwaukee Brewers, that they have that depth behind where it is this next man up mentality, right? We have noted during this stretch, Gabe, that every time they need a win, it's somebody else with the big time performance. It's somebody else who's clutch, who's getting that big hit and helping them get the come from behind victories.
I mean, and part of that is also some of the pitching that they had beat up at the beginning of the year, like Woody, Jose Quintana, not on the opening day roster. And those are 2 guys that you're going to be counting on to get major innings once you hit the postseason. Obviously, Jacob Mizorowski, now a part of the rotation. That all factors into it. I mean, who is and they were trying to ride the hot hand at third base when the season started. So all of that factors in. But, yeah, I mean,
But we still don't give the front office enough credit. We never talk about the front office. The reason this works is because of the front office.
You exclusively talk about the front office.
Yeah, but I don't hear anyone else talk about it.
Yeah, because I don't have to, because you do.
No, nationally, I'm saying.
There was a really good article today from Jesse Rogers, ESPN.com.
Okay.
Look at that timing.
Giving a lot of credit to Murph and the front office and how they all kind of work together to get the atmosphere and the culture that they've built over the last 2 years.
All right, let's push this through the Seinfeld scale of concern, because I got to be honest with you, I want to be yada, 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 but I'm a little stressed. And again, maybe that is PTSD. Maybe it's a long baseball season. Maybe the injuries are starting to add up. And I don't know what's going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. I'm hoping that the McGill injury is not that, but he obviously has been so good this year. Although lately he's been struggling, right? What did he have, 3?
He has one. He usually, in his recent outings, he's got one bad inning in him.
Has he blown 3 of the last 4 save opportunities or something like that? Like he's been struggling.
Yeah.
Maybe he's been dealing with this flexor strain, and maybe he's been trying to play through it.
He did say that yesterday, that he had been trying to play through it. And now finally it's to a point where...
So yada, 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 you look a little stressed or I'm freaking out.
What's less than yada, yada, yada?
That's the lowest one.
Because that's where I'm at.
Your snore.
No, I'm
your ZZZ.
underneath yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
I'm not even at yada, yada, yada.
There is no below. You can't do this.
It's like you can't get less than 0. Yeah.
I can do whatever I
you
want.
Can't. Nope.
Did you read my hat yesterday? Because you asked about it.
You can't do this.
Inside joke.
Is that it? Okay, I was wondering what it stood for, but now I might be picking up on what you're putting down.
You got it now?
No.
The last few
Does
letters...
it look?
Okay. I didn't really...
Does it look like I give up?
Yeah,
I mean, the last I was familiar with, the last few letters, I didn't really care about what the first one said because I got the...
Now, when older people
I got
ask...
the gist.
When older people ask, I just say, oh, that's a town in New York. Oh, I've never heard of it. I got the sticker on the back of my truck.
Is it a company?
No, it's just this
Hold
phrase.
on. Wait, you're a bumper sticker guy?
It's not a bumper sticker. It's on the glass.
We have breaking news.
It's not a bumper
Well,
sticker.
still, but you're still... like
A bumper sticker has to be on the bumper in order for it to be a bumper sticker. Yeah.
You know what?
What?
This might be a little look at me.
Oh,
This
boy.
might be a little look at me.
No, it's not just more than... It is look at me.
No.
It is look at me.
It is
You're just
not.
like those people that have the stick figures with the little kids and the soccer ball and the dog.
Or the
Same thing.
26.2 sticker in the back of the car?
All it is, it explains the way I drive. Okay.
You know what?
Are you going to get one for Jen?
I was going to say,
You have an extra one?
Yeah.
We can just put the gas tank sign to empty.
Yeah, that's also how I do. Hey, you know what's crazy is of the 4 of us, if I had to power rank who is most likely to have a sticker on the back of their vehicle, you're last. Like Joshy's first.
I would have a bumper sticker.
Then me. Yeah, like, you know, like I could see you having like some mountain or some like
mountain,
some bar. Definitely an eye closed Wolski's. I don't know, but then me because I have children and I've run marathons, so there's a chance that I would lead.
I thought Gabe would be last though.
I don't know. What if it were Brewers, Bucks, Packers,
some sort of like sports sticker in the back window. I can't believe you got a sticker in your back window that you would put. Like the shocking part is that you would put the 30 seconds of effort to put that sticker up.
Yeah, do you have to clean it first, stick it on there?
No,
make sure
I
it's
just
straight?
stick it on. Well, you know who gave it to me, which
Blammer?
No.
Angry?
It was either that or the Spaniard. These are the only people I know.
Yeah.
800-990-3776.
Was this
While
a payback
we
after you gave
wade
the angry's
through,
wife all the emoji balls? So then they gave you this?
No, she gave them to me because I ripped on her
Oh,
because I
yeah.
put her in emoji jail.
This changes everything I've thought about you.
Does
I'm
it
having
really?
to reevaluate.
Yeah, as we navigate the emotions that we are feeling here with this revelation, 800-990-3776, your concern level about Trevor McGill being on the 15-day. I'm going to go with 15 until the Brewers.com or MLB.com or ESPN.com changes it. It's what it is everywhere.
Why are you worried?
Why am I worried? Good question. Because I feel like this is one of those things that can, again, unravel everything.
But he said it's not as bad as
previous ones,
past flexors.
Yeah, because he's had this injury before. It's not as bad. Shut him down.
Yeah.
Like when I first saw the Jeff Passan tweet about it, and Passan said like, "Oh, this puts his postseason in jeopardy," and then I saw him talk about it.
Yeah.
It's not that dire. It doesn't seem like it's that dire coming from him.
Yeah, fingers crossed. That's what, fingers crossed. Like
yeah,
I'm gonna.
but I guess I'm trusting him when he's saying, "Hey, I've had this injury before." Like if this is the first time him having it and he's navigating it for the first time, I think that's different. The fact that he's had it, has had it worse, I trust that he knows how to navigate this injury. And when he says it's not as bad as when I've previously had it, makes me think he's going to be back in.
But the nice thing is there's no rush to bring him back. They're up 6.5.
Yeah.
There's no rush.
And Abner is more than like Abner's the closer in waiting. Like Abner Uribe is going to be your closer eventually. Just like McGill last year did a tremendous job filling in while Devin Williams was out for the first 3-4 months, whatever it was, and McGill was your closer. Like, they've got depth there, and Abner's nasty enough. Like, they wanted Abner to be the closer before McGill. And it didn't work out for Abner, and now he's matured to the point where he's a better pitcher, and he's more capable of closing out games in the ninth inning. Like, he's got that mentality. So I'm not worried
doing
about
that.
What?
Mentality. You did it yesterday on Will the Attach,
that's
too.
your read. Yeah.
His read.
Yeah.
But every time he's supposed to say mentality, he says mentality.
Just good promotion for my
Free
folks over at
advertisement
Mentality.
is what it is.
So, I think that's what they've wanted all these years. They finally sunk in.
Jen, you're optimistically cautious.
Is that, yes, because the optimistic is the first part, and that's the good part.
There you go.
I'm optimistically cautious about the health of the Brewers' arms as the season wraps up, as we enter September.
Flannel guy.
He doesn't know what to think. He's still in shock over you being a sticker boy.
Don't expect him to talk right now. He's still trying to figure out how he feels.
He's in a glass case of emotion.
I did do some research. I had to take myself away from this bumper sticker thing. The 15-day IL is a thing, but it exists for pitchers.
So it's 10-day for position players, 15 for
and
pitchers.
the reason there's a difference and it's
Starting
only for
pitchers.
pitchers is you get the skip 2 starts type thing.
Where were you on that one, DS?
I will say.
I think Joshie would have let it go if you had
you imagine if it was me? You'd be roasting me.
I will say, Gabe is so infrequently wrong. That
That's why I said if you would have said the full DS, I think Joshie would have let it go.
You know what I miss though? The weed whacker.
It's buck season.
Oh,
When I start talking about Gary Trent Jr.
We'll take a break here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Top 8 at 8 coming up next.
Doesn't matter what age you are, low testosterone can be an issue with any guy. That's why I've been telling you about Mentality. My friends over there for years. They can help you just like they have helped me. If you're tired, groggy, just don't feel like yourself, don't have that energy, well, they can help you over at Mentality. How do they do that? Well, you go through the process. Book your appointment, mentalityhealth.com/radio. Book your appointment today. Go through their process. If your levels are low, you can then work with them on a customized testosterone treatment plan just for you. And every 12, 13 weeks, you go back, make sure your levels are where they're supposed to be, because that's the way they work. They want to make sure that you're feeling great and feeling the way that you're supposed to. You can increase strength, shake fatigue, sleep better, even lose weight with Mentality. So what are you waiting for? Go to mentalityhealth.com/radio. Mentality allows treatment to fit into every guy's lifestyle. Find out more about Mentality's low testosterone treatments at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
Watertown Plank Road's reopened from southbound 41, but we do still have delays from just south of Appleton Avenue down past Capitol. Northbound slowing from Watertown Plank Road up to about Hampton. Got a new accident, though. This one is on 94 eastbound, right about at Hawley Road. It's off on the right shoulder, so watch out for delays coming in from 84th Street past that scene. On the westbound side, backing up from 27th Street past the stadium. And then another accident. This one is on 894 heading northbound at National Avenue. That's off on the right shoulder. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, slight chance for showers, breezy, cooler, a high of 71 tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 55. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Break down all the lines, the locks, and the long shots with a weekly wager.
They need to play better if they're actually going to be contenders. Otherwise, they're going to be the exact same team that they were last year. The bets you're making are their futures. So what the team is now is not what the team will be.
With Josh DiMaggio and Ben Brust.
I don't have a great backbone, Joshy. I just don't. You're a worm.
Tune in Wednesdays from 6 to 7 p.m. live from the Potawatomi Sportsbook on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
I'm the guy that never gives 5 stars because I never believe that anything is perfect. But I would give them 20 stars if I could.
Ernest's stellar review belongs to QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative treatments. They came through when he badly needed relief for his aching knees, and doctors had told him that surgery was the only option.
What they're doing is cutting edge, and it really helps. And I'm a tough sell.
QC Kinetics is led by National Medical Director Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup, a pioneer in this field. With 20 years of clinical work, tons of research, teaching, publishing in non-surgical natural pain treatments. These are the medical pros to trust.
I'm living my life basically pain-free from what I was dealing with, so I'm a happy camper today, no doubt about it.
QC Kinetics. Call today to see if you're a candidate.
Call QC Kinetics, 414-285-3474. That's 414-285-3474. 414-285-3474.
Hey, it's Jen Latta, and I just had my walk-in closet redesigned by Closets by Design. Doug and his team in Mequon were amazing from the first consultation to the final install, and now I have a beautiful, organized space for all of my clothes. They really brought my vision to life. Locally owned with the backing of a trusted national brand, they deliver expert design with a personal touch. Get 40% off plus an extra 15% off and take advantage of 18-month free financing. Visit closetsbydesign.com or call 1-800-BY-DESIGN. And don't forget to tell them Jen from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy sent you.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tauscher here, and the Pickler Menominee Falls is now open. Your home for pickleball. 9 premium indoor courts with unlimited play, leagues, tournaments, and clinics all included in your membership. Sign up today for open play spots or check out Learn to Play sessions and clinics. Members get 4 clinics a month included. Memberships start at just $119 a month. Check out all the options at thepickler.com. That's PICKLR.com. And I'll see you on the court.
Baseball is back. Brian Balaga here to bring you a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Surfside Iced Tea and Vodka and Surfside Lemonade and Vodka. A delicious and perfect pairing for a day at the ballpark. Stocked at American Family Field all season long. Surfside is only 100 calories per serving, and the best part, 0 bubbles. Ask for it at your local bar or liquor store. Surfside, an official partner of the Milwaukee Brewers. Must be 21 years of age. Please drink responsibly.
You're listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
You got to have a condiment with the bread.
Yeah, you want
can't
some
eat the
sort
bread
of
alone.
Yeah, you want some sort of lubricant with the bread. Yes, that's correct.
Yeah,
it's just necessary.
You follow?
Like, you don't want to just be sitting there eating like pieces of white bread with nothing on it.
Can't be going dry.
Yeah, it can't be raw dog and just white bread.
On 94.5 ESPN.
Man, I've reached the point in my life where organization is so important. Clutter and chaos really messes with my anxiety. And so, a solution for that this year was getting my closet organized. I called the people at Closets by Design to help me through it. Doug and his team were fantastic. Came out, took a look at my closet, and said, here's what we think we can do for you. And now I have a warm, incredible, organized space for all of my clothes. You know what really stood out, guys, was the personal attention. They took the time to understand exactly what I needed, show me the great options, and make sure that everything I have fit in my space. So, if you find yourself in that situation where you need to get organized, call Closets by Design in Mequon and tell them Jen from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy sent you.
The top 8 at 8.
Name something that follows the word pork. You pine. Huh?
One category.
Name something people take with them to the beach. Turkey.
The top 8 answers.
The first thing you buy in a supermarket. Turkey.
The top 8 at 8.
A food often stuffed. Turkey.
The top 8 at 8 on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Name Popeye's favorite food.
Chicken. Oh my God.
Show me chicken.
The top 8 at 8 on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
All right, Gabe, what do we got today?
Sorry, Jen, but you kind of get the brunt of this. This is a tough list. Boys ran the list last week, so I had to obviously up the difficulty after Joshy and Chewy ran the list last week. So it's a little bit tougher this week. We stick with the Milwaukee Brewers. Sal Frelick hitting .297 on the season, trying to get over that 300 mark. So what I am looking for today, 8 players on the list. Jen and Chew guess back and forth. Once they each get one incorrect, we open it up to the fans. 800-990-3776. Whoever gets the last one gets an ESPN Milwaukee prize pack. Last 8 qualified hitters to hit 300 for a season for the Milwaukee Brewers. Woof.
Smelly Yelly.
Christian Yelich, number 1, out to hit over 300 in 2019 and 2018. So this would, if Sal gets over that 300 mark over the last 5 weeks, he would be the first Brewers 300 hitter since Yelich in 2019.
Okay.
Again, there's no like tricks here. That's why I said qualified hitter. So there's not like a guy who played 50 games and somehow got over 300. You got to be a qualified hitter.
Braun?
Ryan Braun, number 3 on the list. Last time he went over 300 was 2016, but also hit over that mark in 2012, 2011, 2010, 2009, and 2007.
What was he on the list?
Number 3, with his
so
latest
it
being 2016.
goes back.
There's some tough ones on this list.
There are. Center fielder. They traded for him.
Just guessing positions now.
They traded for him. Good guy.
He's
here probably 3 years.
He got it?
I mean, if he gets the name, he's...
Help me out.
He's got... I mean, if he gets the name, everything he's saying is correct. If you give me the
I think
first
he came from the Royals.
He's just on fire.
Yeah, I can picture the kid.
All right, him.
I need a name.
Josh, you give him the name.
I need a first or last name.
Lorenzo Cain.
Lorenzo
there
Cain.
it is, yes.
Lorenzo Cain. Low Cain hit
Can totally picture the kid, too.
308 in 2018.
That was a lot of work that you just did there.
So you guys have the top 3. Christian Yelich, Low Cain, Ryan Braun.
Gosh, Chew, how far back do you think this thing goes?
What was Kane?
2018.
And he was number
2.
Oh, so we got 1, 2, 3.
You got 1, 2, 3.
It's got to go back to
Like Yount? Are we going back that
no,
far?
not that far back. I don't think 3 can't be that far back. 2000. Right fielder.
I'm in, like, it feels like, look, Yount and Molitor feels like a very, very long time ago, but we've got 1, 2, 3, and Brian Braun hasn't played in a decade, right?
Yeah.
He last hit over 300 in 2016.
So, yeah, 9 years. Gabe loves it when I take liberties with
I mean, he last played more recently than that, but...
Sunglasses at night.
Corey Hart?
He's pretty good.
No way.
I'm going to guess Paul Molitor and see if he's on the back end of this list.
No, not even close.
Okay. Not even close.
Oh,
I've
boy.
got one that I can hint at, and he was a catcher.
Yasmani?
No.
Okay, we're out.
Missed.
God,
was a
bless
catcher, though.
It's the only
America.
catcher he knew. That's the only catcher he knew.
800-990-3776. That was tough.
Yeah, it's a tough list.
Would it have been Lucroy as the catcher? I don't know. I don't know if he ever hit 300 for a season. 800-990-3776. Looking for callers to play top 8 at 8. This is a tough list today. In the history of the Milwaukee Brewers, the last 8 guys to have a above 300 season.
Yeah, 300 or better. Looking for the last 300 hitters for the Milwaukee Brewers. Yelich 1, Lorenzo Cain 2, Ryan Braun 3. Braun last doing it in 2016.
What is that like, a receiver catching 100 balls?
I don't know, because there's only like 5 guys hitting over 300 today.
Really? That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And there's also like indications that it doesn't make, like Luis Arias.
Yeah, for the Padres.
He's consistently over 300, not that productive. Nobody really knows how to value him.
Huh.
So he can be over 300, but if you're not driving runs in.
Right, or getting extra base hits, you're sort of just, it's good. It's better to not be hitting 300, but
it's better to be hitting 300.
Yes.
Yes. Like, so there's some value. He obviously has a job, but nobody knows what to do with him, how much to pay him.
Are we
things of
concerned that no
nature.
one is calling in?
Yes.
Because it's too hard.
I don't think it's that hard. I mean, these are all names you're going to recognize. These are all names. I just figured there'd be Brewer fans out there that remembered some of the 300 hitters over the last handful of years.
800-990-3776 if you want to play top 8 at 8. Gabe's list is the last 8 Brewers to hit over 300 for the season.
Why was there many more back in the day? Pitching wasn't as good?
Correct. When the average fastball velocity is like 89 and now it's up in the 90s.
Yeah.
It was also just power and launch angle and all that stuff were less prioritized. It was get on base, move your guys over, do that type of stuff.
Let's go out to the phone lines. We've got John in Milwaukee up first on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. John, can you complete our top 8 at 8 list?
Prince Fielder?
Prince Fielder never hit 300.
Yeah, I was going to guess
Never hit.
that.
He was close a couple of times,
Was
but
he?
never actually got up over 300 in his Brewers career. He might have gotten over 300 after he left.
Oh,
But it
I
was only
forgot
like
another one.
season.
800-990-3776. Let's go out to Eric in Germantown. Eric, you're on with Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Can you complete our top 8 at 8 list?
How about Jeff Cirillo?
Cirillo is too far back.
Ugh.
Which is
All
when?
But Cirillo did hit
Mid to late
300,
90s,
right?
yes. Yeah, he's
Mid
over
to
300
late
for his
90s?
Brewers career.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
yeah. But Cirillo did hit over 300, but he is not. He is too far back.
Okay.
Kind of narrows in the timeline for you.
It certainly does. 800-990-3776. Let's go out to Stevie in Oak Creek. Stevie, you're on with Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Can you complete our top 8 at 8 list?
Travis Shaw, mayor of Ding Dong City.
Never hit 300.
Really? Where's Ding Dong City? The Ding Dong?
What's a ding dong in baseball?
Have you ever heard of that?
The mayor of Ding Dong City? Yeah, that was like when they did the Players Weekend, like that was his nickname because he was hitting a bunch of homers for the Brewers. Home runs would be ding dongs, and he was the mayor of Ding Dong City.
Never heard.
Let's go out to Chris in Rome. Chris, you're on with Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Can you complete our top 8 at 8 list?
JJ Hardy.
J.J. Hardy never hit 300.
Jeez Louise. This is harder than
You've
you
done
thought.
it this time, Gabe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You done it.
This is your fault, Josh.
Because you guys ran the list last week.
Yeah. I thought I
Ran
had
the
one
table?
that was in, I thought I had the ace in the hole, the one in the back pocket, and Josh guessed it, and they ran it, and they ran it. Just got to make sure that doesn't happen back-to-back weeks.
Yeah, your reputation's on the line. Mike in Partyville, you're on with Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Can you complete our top 8 at 8 list?
Hey, guys. I don't know if this is too far back, but what about Scotty Podsednik?
Scotty Poe, number 8 on the list.
Wow.
Scott Podsednik hit 314 in 2003. Scotty Poe.
Number 8. So there's
is number 8.
there's the basement.
There's the basement. 2003.
Okay.
Scotty Poe.
You get to guess again,
guys.
Mike. What do you got?
Oh, gosh. I don't have another one.
Was that the toughest one?
Yeah, I don't have one, guys.
All right.
No.
Can you reset the list for us?
Christian Yelich 1, Lorenzo Cain 2, Ryan Braun 3, Scott Podsednik number 8. Looking for the last 8 Brewers to hit 300 for a season. Be a qualified hitter and hit 300 for the season.
800-990-3776. Can you hear the fatigue in my voice, ladies and gentlemen? Let's go out to Hugh in Fox Point. Hugh, can you complete our top 8 at 8 list?
I'm going to go with Carlos Santana.
Carlos Santana. No.
Good guitar player.
Very good player.
No?
No.
I'm out.
You're already out.
I know. I'm out again.
Let's go out
This list is impossible.
to Henry in Arlington Heights. You're up next on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
My guess. All right, guys. My guess is Ricky Weeks.
Ricky never did it. Again, Joshy gave a pretty good hint. Nobody's decided to go back to that well.
Oh.
Jen then said the name.
Oh.
Nobody decided to go back to that well.
Okay.
800-990-3776. Dale in a work van. You're up next on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Can you complete our top 8 at 8 list?
Oh, I'm hoping that coming into the middle of this, I haven't missed a guess that's already happened. Corey Hart?
Corey Hart, no.
Was guessed, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So does he get to
Chewy
get-
did
does he
guess
get to
Corey
guess
Hart.
again?
Yes, he does get
Yeah.
to guess again. That was Corey's best batting average.
He hung up.
He hung up. Oh.
Corey did get to 295 one year.
Ooh.
They get to 295.
Dan and Slinger, you're up next on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Can you complete our top 8 at 8 list?
Carlos Gomez.
Gomi never did it.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Andrew in Muskego. First of all, I'm glad that the calls are coming in fast and furious now because we have been one and done for the last, 9 people. Andrew in Muskego, you're up next. Can you complete our top 8 at 8 list?
Well, I'm one and done. I know I have one because I got it as the only autograph I've ever got, but it's Brady Clark.
Brady Clark.
I think he hit 300.
Hit 306 in 2005. He is number 6 on the list.
Was that the toughest
That's all I got. I don't even...
Brady Clark is the toughest
second.
one, I think, yes.
Hey, I could say this now, but I thought Brady Clark was so good looking.
Unlike your ex-boyfriend?
Famously.
Who you told him he was ugly?
Famously. Never told Brady Clark I thought he was attractive. For obvious reasons. Logan in somewhere. You're up next. Logan, can you complete our top 8 at 8 list?
I don't know if you guys did it yet, but Ryan Braun.
Braun, so I'll reset the list for you. Christian Yelich is 1, Kane is 2, Braun is 3. Do not have 4, do not have 5. Brady Clark at 6, needs 7, and Scott Podsednik is number 8.
Is it too far back for Cecil Cooper?
It's way too far back. If Scott Podsednik's number 8.
At 2003?
At 2003.
2003,
yeah.
All right, here we go. Zach and Mequon, you're up next on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Can you complete our top 8 at 8 list?
Yes, I think. Jonathan Lucroy.
So Jonathan Lucroy is number 4. Did it twice, 2014 and 2012.
Congratulations.
Hitting over 300.
What else you got, Zach?
I don't know if he qualified or had enough at bats, but I think he did. Casey McGahee.
Oh,
Casey McGee. No, did not do it. Did not do it.
How many we got left?
2.
Okay.
All right, listen, we got callers, so just hang
All
on the
right.
line if you're on the line. Let's go to Matt and Indy. Can you complete our top 8 at 8 list?
I think I can get at least one.
Okay.
Lyle Overbay.
Oh, yeah, good pull.
Lyle Overbay, number 7, hit 301 in 2004.
Keep it up.
Lucroy was what I was coming to the table with
so
next, but we just lost that
Yeah,
one.
we lost that. So we just need the one. So it happened between 2014 and 2005 because Lucroy is 4, Brady Clark is 6. So we're looking for number 5.
I'm out, man.
You wouldn't necessarily think Brewers when you think of this guy.
Interesting.
That is what I will say.
Jason in Lake Geneva, you're up next. Can you complete our top 8 at 8 list? And for those just tuning in, we are looking for just one more Brewer who hit over 300 in a season, right?
Yes, the last 8 to do it, qualified hitters. So Casey McGee, while he did hit 301, did not have enough at bats the year that he did it.
Ugh, brutal. All right, Jason, you're up next.
All right. Aramis Ramirez.
Aramis Ramirez hit 300 on the year in 2012.
Congratulations, Jason. You're the big winner this morning on top 8 at 8 on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Whew, that was exhausting.
That was a good list. That's sort of fair.
I thought it was unfair.
We got there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got there.
Yeah, I mean, Joshy tried to help you out. You decided to,
With what?
The catcher.
Oh, well.
And then decided you knew one catcher and just going to blurt out that answer.
Well, one guy I really like, he's my buddy, and the other guy I almost beat up, so I went with the guy I like.
Who'd you almost beat up?
He threw a shoulder into me at the thing Craig used to have years ago.
Who threw a shoulder into you?
Lucroy.
What?
Yeah.
Jonathan Lucroy threw a shoulder into you at the Wisconsin Sports Awards?
Yeah.
Hey, look, Lucroy's been making amends on social media. Yours is probably coming.
Yeah,
I mean, if you want me to try to get him on the show, I can try to see if you guys can hash this out.
I mean, if it was someone would, I probably would have knocked him out, but someone's like, hey, that's Lucroy. I'm like, we need him for a little while longer.
Simplify how benevolent of you. Simplify your everyday banking with Great Midwest Bank like I did and open up a checkings or a savings account today. Experience friendly, simply local service plus competitive rates. It's the best of both worlds. Great Midwest Bank even offers 24/7 online mobile banking, so if it's noon on a Tuesday or Saturday night at 11 o'clock, you can access your accounts whenever you want. And if you need assistance, there are real people helping your real needs. Great Midwest Bank is simply local and a member FDIC.
More Jen, Gabe, and Chewy coming up on 94.5 ESPN.
We do still have an accident on eastbound 94, right about at Hawley Road, off on the right shoulder. Delays coming in from 84th Street, past that point to about 35th. Westbound side slowing from 35th Street to Mitchell Boulevard. Also, a crash on 894 westbound, right about at Loomis, off on the right shoulder. Looks like 3 cars in a squad, so something to keep in mind. Everybody's going past that without too much of an issue. We do have delays northbound 4394 coming out of the Mitchell Interchange around the Plainfield Curve up past Oklahoma Avenue. Traffic is brought to you by Infinity Exteriors, dedicated to saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Mother Nature can be unpredictable. Your roof, siding, and windows shouldn't be. We install peace of mind with transparency and quality guaranteed. Visit infinityexteriors.com. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast today, slight chance for showers, breezy, cooler, a high of 71. Tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 55. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Turn your driveway into the basketball court of your dreams with Precision Sports, Southeastern Wisconsin's dealer for Mega Slam, Ironclad, and Dominator hoop systems. From installation to customizable painted court lines, Precision Sports is a slam dunk. PrecisionSportsOnline.com.
Get ready to say goodbye to those bland seltzers at the ballpark. Carbless is proudly Wisconsin-born, crafted by real people. A husband and wife team who wanted better cocktails in a can. They're locally made and blissfully better. Carbless offers a bold, true cocktail flavor that's made for baseball fans. Available in fan-favorite flavors like lemon lime, black raspberry, cranberry, and mango, bringing the craft cocktail bar to your seat. Refreshment that matches the energy of American Family Field is Carbless. Full of flavor, no sugar, and no carbs. Just game day bliss.
Transform the way you do business with Fifth Third Bank's Commercial Payments Solutions. Our market expertise and managed services streamline your entire payment process, seamlessly integrating with your existing systems to give you unparalleled control. Discover new revenue sources, save time, reduce operating costs, and boost your bottom line with our customized payment solutions. Fifth Third Bank, National Association, custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
Kevin Moret here from Mentality. Life's a relentless competition, and you might be losing without even knowing it. With testosterone levels plummeting 25% in just 2 decades, you're likely operating at a fraction of your potential. Your kids sense it when you're too exhausted for playtime. Your wife notices when that spark fades. Here's the harsh truth. Without addressing low T, nothing works. Diets fail, workouts fall flat, but there's hope. Mentality's FDA-approved treatment restores testosterone by an average of 30%. Don't let low T rob you of life's precious moments. Start at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
For the first time, you can stream all of ESPN all in one place. And guys, it's changed the game for me personally. All the best live sports, the most championship moments, studio shows, documentaries, and originals, too many to even name them all. Plus, all these great new features, like watching 4 games at once in multi-view, your fantasy team updates live in-game, Sports Center customized just for you. They thought of everything to make this the ultimate destination for fans. You gotta check it out. Sign up for the all-new ESPN app, like right now.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
Station updates, show clips, and your place to interact with us every single day just by scrolling through your feed. Follow along on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at ESPN Milwaukee. You're listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
Where else can you get football analysis that includes things like dropsies and pixies and interceptsies and flowy? It's flowy. The offense needs to be more flowy.
On 94.5 ESPN.
If you're looking to play some great golf, place to do it. Do what I did. Join the Wisconsin Country Club. I love it because of the great golf course, the great amenities we have with that. A couple different practice areas, great driving range. But also, if you're looking for more than just golf, no assessments, no food and beverage minimums, just the incredible challenging course and other amenities like tennis, pickleball, the pool, which from my understanding has been hopping all summer. Get started today at WisconsinCountryClub.com. It's just a fairway away.
Back Back here on Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, we're putting it on the Infinity Exteriors Twitter poll this morning. What's your concern level about Trevor McGill's injury and being on what we established as the 15-day injured list? So the Brewers will be without their closer. Maybe you are yada, 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 or less than that, which is where Chewy stands. Maybe you're a little stressed, which is where I am. I'm a little stressed. And not because I'm like, I think this is DEFCON 5, but I do think that this sort of stuff starts to build up this time of year. The Brewers have been really good at being able to manage the injuries, next man up. You mentioned Uribe being able to step into that role. But I think it's at some point there is a straw that breaks the camel's back. There is a force that breaks the levee, that breaks the dam. And I just don't want the Brewers even creeping towards that game. And look, I acknowledge that some of this is the Brewers at the end of the season have sometimes struggled to make deep runs in the postseason, even though we've had glorious summers of baseball. This year felt special. It has felt special. I want it to pay off. I want them to get the level of success that they deserve for the success they've had this season.
It's not a season-ending injury, and the deepest part of this team, even though they've shown some depth at the position player group, and they're dealing with out their top shortstop in Joey Ortiz right now with one of their best offensive players in Jackson Churio. Again, they went on that 14-game winning streak without Jackson. But what's even deeper is the pitching. I mean, they had how many injuries to that starting staff at the beginning of the season? They navigated that beautifully. They have a lot of depth in that bullpen. So it's, again, not a season-ending injury. Guys going on the IL. To me, it's not that big of an issue because of the depth specifically that they have at the pitching position, whether it's starter or reliever.
There's plenty of time. I mean, if there were 5 games left in the season, you'd be like,
5 games left in the season, then it's like, well, now you're out without McGill for a series, or maybe he doesn't come back until, are you actually going to be able to put him on an NLCS roster? But yeah,
now's the time.
We got 4.5 weeks.
And I forget who I asked the question to, but now's the time you'd probably start resting guys if they need a little rest, because you don't want to do it like football at the very end of this. Am I right?
Well, so that's kind of what Jeff said with us on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Once you get healthy and get somebody like Jackson Churio back, maybe, Isaac Collins, as good as he is, okay, now you're playing 5 out of 7 days instead of 7 out of 7.
Yeah.
To kind of rotate around and give everybody at bats, make sure they're fresh for late in the season.
And just as we pay attention to the schedule, and I know we mentioned it when we put the Cubs schedule, and the Brewers record head to head, all analytics said that the Brewers have a tougher schedule, but in the month of September, guys, they go back to having an off day every week. They've got an off day on the 2nd, they've got an off day on the 11th, they've got an off day on the 15th, and they got an off day on the 25th. So that will also contribute to being more fresh for some of those series. This stretch that they've been on, obviously, we knew was going to take its toll. It has. So I guess it shouldn't be that big of a shock. But again, McGill having an all-star season, there's a part of me that's like, please don't let this be more than it is. Please let him come back after the requisite 15-day and let him step back into that closer role, because it has been a huge source of security for this Brewers team this year.
What do they do with Hoskins?
It's a great question.
Vaughn.
I mean, they'll find
split
at bats.
time?
Well, split time a little bit at first base. Kind of maybe get Yelich a few more. I mean, Yelich played the outfield last night.
But do you
because
take
they
a
were
guy out that's
DHing
hot?
Bowers.
I mean, Vaughn's hot right now.
He's not as hot as he was. He's still playing well.
Sure, but we knew that wasn't sustainable.
But giving him an off day, they've done that this series, whether it's been Bowers playing first base. You give him some time off. You work in Bowers or Hoskins or Vaughn at that DH spot with Yelich. You kind of rotate through. You get creative a little bit with what you do.
You know what's amazing is how deep they are with their payroll. With their payroll. How deep they are. It's crazy. Front office, once again.
Had to get it in.
Yep. I think I'm going to thank them every day now.
Who's in the front office?
We need to get a break in. We're up against it.
We are. He's absolutely right.
100% correct in this case. Finding the right home is a journey. Sometimes it's quick. Sometimes you have to be patient, but it should always be exciting. The We Sell Group at Keller Williams understands that. They're not just about closing deals. They want you to find the right fit, okay? They're willing to take the time to go see the houses, to look as many as you need, as many as we have needed to find the right fit for you and your family. It is so clear. Their passion is people. So maybe you're ready to move right now. Maybe you're just starting to look, or maybe you're thinking about selling. Either way, the We Sell Group is on the journey with you every step of the way. So you should start your journey now at wesell.kw.com. That's wesell.kw.com.
Jen, Gabe, and Chewy are back after this on 94.5 ESPN.
It's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch. Upgrade your industrial supply services with Lakeland Supply, your trusted ISO-certified partner for custom packaging, shipping supplies, janitorial, and safety supply solutions. With over 40 years of industry excellence, Lakeland Supply is a proven one-stop source with over 95% of their products made in the U.S., and they treat their customers like family. Personalized service with a national reach. That's what Lakeland Supply does. Visit LakelandSupply.com to discover how they can make your business better.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tusher here, and the Pickler Menominee Falls is now open. Your home for pickleball. 9 premium indoor courts with unlimited play, leagues, tournaments, and clinics all included in your membership. Sign up today for open play spots or check out Learn to Play sessions and clinics. Members get 4 clinics a month included. Memberships start at just $119 a month. Check out all the options at thepickler.com. That's PICKLR.com. And I'll see you on the court.
Back to school means back to savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. Right now, get $3,000 off your roofing, your siding, your windows, or your bath project during the fall savings event. Don't wait. Call 262-800-4274 or visit extpros.com to claim your $3,000 savings and book your free estimate. Exterior Pros and Baths, Wisconsin's trusted home improvement experts. Trust the pros.
It's Jen Latta from Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. For me and my family, finding the perfect home is a journey, but we don't walk it alone. With the We Sell Group, Rob and Nick aren't just real estate agents, they're part of our family's team. They bring us options, perspective, and peace of mind. While they navigate the market, I can stay focused on all that life has in store. Because at the We Sell Group, it's not just about the home, it's about the people and the path it takes to get there. The We Sell Group, more than agents, part of your journey. Get started with Rob and Nick at wesell.kw.com.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves. Are you talking about the One collection? Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart. The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment. The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's. To find the Kessler's nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Whether you're headed to the ballpark or gearing up for kickoff,
roll up in a ride that's game day ready.
At Tsunami Express Car Wash, you'll get unlimited washes for less than $1 a day, plus fast lane access, free vacuums, and detailing tools included in every visit. With locations across Milwaukee, Waukesha, Greenfield, Oak Creek, New Berlin, and Mount Pleasant, there's always a Tsunami near you. Visit TsunamiExpress.com to sign up and score big all season long. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat.
It's Jen, Gabe, and Chewy.
I mean, pumpkin seeds.
No, little suckers. They might be. What did you say before, Jen?
Sesame but those
seeds.
are white. Like
No,
white.
these aren't white. No, this isn't on the outside. This is on the inside.
Seeds on the inside.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you got some sort of like
scrotum.
On 94.5 ESPN.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. These days, it feels like there's advice for everything. Cold plunges, gratitude journals, screen detoxes. But how do you know what really works for you? The internet is always going to give you a boatload of information, but it can be tough to know what would work for you specifically. So I have benefited from therapy. Been doing it for the last 15 years. Can't say enough about it. And if you feel like it's time for you to take that step, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform. They've served more than 5 million people globally. Very convenient. You can join a session with the click of a button from your home, fits in your busy life, and you can switch therapists at any time. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout. Badgers playing tonight. Watching the game.
Yep.
That's a lie.
No, I will.
What, the first? I mean,
it's on at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
But it's Blammer Thursday.
That's past your bedtime.
No, I can't.
Glamour's not there till 8.
No, I'm just saying.
You'll be awake.
It'll carry me through till 9:15. Yeah.
Joshy?
I'll be watching.
I'm very interested.
Really hope that they have a good season.
I want to see this offense now that the air raid is gone. Going back to what
they should.
They should.
And
Yes.
Speaking of Badgers, we got Mark Tauscher, we got Jason Wilde coming up next here on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee.
Things are moving along slowly right now as you're making your way along southbound 41, pretty much from Appleton Avenue all the way down past Capitol Drive.